Hello, I am Apple Strudel. Frauditor News Network was created to call out frauditors and their shameful ways. We have no issue with First Amendment auditors when done properly. However, frauditors have no real interest in the First Amendment or how government officials possibly violate them, only in making money on their YouTube videos. After all, if these audits were done properly, why would anyone care to watch? Views equal money and then not having to seek a real job. That is why we call them frauditors. Here at Frauditor News Network, our goal is to expose these frauditors and their lies to bring attention and awareness to this rising problem. With more people finding out how much money can be made by frauditing, more and more people are doing it and going to more and more extremes in order to create disturbances for clicks and views. While it might have started out as an honest desire to audit government officials, many are no longer even auditing government officials, but regular people just eating dinner at restaurants or going to or from work. Even those that still audit government officials are rude and demanding to create a disturbance to get the highest number of clicks and views. They have no real interest in keeping government officials accountable as they claim. So until these people stop frauditing, we will continue to mock and shame them. We use stuffed animals as narrators, or what we call frauditing specialists, to try to add something cute and nice to an otherwise ugly and bad situation. Thank you for watching, and please like and subscribe. Have a nice day.
Good evening and welcome back to another riveting episode of Frauditor News Network's Audit the Fraudit series. Today we bring you episode 13. For tonight's episode, we focus on the frauditor named Fake Mike Real News, or otherwise known as Whisk Boy, because this weird frauditor brings a whisk with him to all his fraudits, pretending that it's a microphone. We don't know why he doesn't just go to the toy store and buy a $10 fake microphone to at least give the appearance of it being real, but we learned not to question frauditors because it's just useless to try to understand them. This frauditor used to team up with Enrique, who goes by the frauditing name of Auditing America. But it seems that Enrique ditched his loyal friend and co-frauditor of many years for a blonde that he creepily drools over every time he looks at. Now Whisk Boy is left to do his own frauditing alone, where he now ends up in Providence, Rhode Island. There he first tries to harass an officer leaving from a call for service. After getting dismissed, their frauditor has no more content, so the video shows him suddenly at a community meeting that the police are hosting where he hopes to harass officers there. He fails to harass and instead gets dismissed once again. Oh, poor Whisk Boy. He gets so desperate to harass that he tries the routine of asking what the Third Amendment is. Poor Whisk Boy then gets kicked out of the meeting. At this point, Whisk Boy knows he's a failure and needs to quickly do something to try to save his video from complete failure, which would result in a loss of clicks and views. So he yells and insults at the officers as he does the walk of shame out of the building. We think Whisk Boy needs to find his own blonde frauditor, as it looks as if his frauditing days may be numbered. Maybe he needs to ask if the police know a different amendment. Either way, it's kind of sad to see this frauditor that was once at the prime of his frauditing life, now a has-been frauditor desperate to create video content. We almost feel sorry for him. Well, as the saying goes, almost doesn't count, so let's get started.
Everything A-okay?
What's up?
Everything A-okay?
You live there?
No.
No. I've never seen
Just minding your business, being about your day.
Well, actually, you are my business because you work for me. And you're parked in front of a place you're not allowed to park. That's called the loser drives of shame right there. Try to be all nice at first. You're a loser! So we got a loser drive of shame.
Let's recap for a moment, shall we? The frauditor gets told by the officer to mind his own business. Then the frauditor gets dismissed by the officer. Then, as the officer is driving away and out of earshot, the frauditor yells at him that he's a loser. I think you're really clueless, frauditor, because, hate to tell you this, but you're the loser, and I think it's about time you do the walk of shame.
Lieutenant Forlini, we've given them overtime, and he's had officers, under Sergeant Lafferty's command out there working. But on top of that, we're also doing different type of community work. We have an event coming up with at the barn, where young people are going to be playing cornhole with officers and Lights and Sirens, partnering organization that we work together throughout the years. So with that said, I'll turn it over.
Thank you, Mayor. Any questions for him?
Yes. You said that you took guns off the street, 4 guns, recently
They
this
were
week?
averaging 4 guns a week. Correct.
What about the Second Amendment says shall not be infringed?
These are all related to crimes and to people owning them illegally.
What is the
So,
definition of an illegal gun?
if someone is shooting ghost guns who are not supposed to be sold, guns with obliterated numbers, stolen firearms.
But doesn't the very fact that says shall not be infringed mean that any gun law, and also I'm sure you're aware of the supremacy clause in the Constitution that states, as well as Marbury versus Madison from 1803, that states any law that is repugnant to the Constitution is therefore null and void. So when you take an oath to protect our constitutional rights and you say that you're doing a good job by banning guns, I have a problem with that.
Frauditor, are you out of your frickin' frauditor mind? Are you saying that you'd be okay if you or someone you loved got shot by a criminal using an illegal gun? I mean, I know you're saying this to create a disturbance, but you're just sounding stupider and stupider. Please stop talking.
I'm not talking about banning guns, but I'm talking about guns that were owned illegally and used in a crime of violence. Shootings, shots fired. Every gun we took was related to a crime.
You're saying, though,
and
illegally
the
owned.
Justification of whether we took it legally or not, that's upon the court.
Let me ask you a follow-up question. How seriously do you take your oath to the Constitution?
I take my oath seriously.
What's the Third Amendment?
I am not going to get into a debate here.
It's
on
not a
the
debate. I just
amendments.
want you
I
to
am
know
not
because
going to
the
be
point
here for
is,
a quiz. Thank you very much.
You said you're open for questions, but then you don't know your job.
I am not going to.
See, this
engage
gentleman
in
actually
this.
served our country, and people have died. Men, women, and children have given blood, sweat, and tears for the Constitution. And the reason I came here is to quiz you guys to see how well you know the
I am not
Constitution,
here
and you
to
don't
be
know
here
it.
for your quiz.
Well, then why are you here if you're not here for questions?
I have to follow the minute.
This is private property.
This is private property?
Yeah. This is school property, which you don't have the authority that this man is using this.
If someone
facility.
asks me,
Why not?
if someone's asking, is it not open to
This
the
is
public?
for the community to discuss what's going on in the neighborhood.
I'm not part of the community?
Do you live over here?
Yes, I do.
You do?
Yeah, I do.
Then you can take the seat right over there, like
Can you
everybody
please
else.
So I will actually leave. I don't have a problem. I'm just curious why, if it's open to the community, I'm a part of the community, I'm asking questions, he won't answer my questions. Because I'm not
Those-
causing
those
trouble,
are
I'm just
those are
asking
not
questions.
I'm not here to engage in your quiz. I'm here for the councilman's meeting.
Okay, I'm gonna leave. What's the Third Amendment?
I'm not going to engage in that.
Because you don't know it. This is what happens. You go to a community meeting, these people take an oath to the Constitution, they don't know it. They don't know. What's your name, badge number, sir?
You know what really scares me is the fact that this frauditor watched his video after he recorded it, and instead of realizing what a fool he made of himself, thought, that sounded good. I'm going to put it up on YouTube. Oh, I can't even.
What's your name, badge
My
number?
name is Captain Finnegas, badge 11.
Okay, do you know the Third Amendment?
Yes, I do.
What is it?
I'm not going to tell you. How's that one?
How's that one?
Yeah.
I've literally interviewed hundreds of police officers.
I can't hear this.
If you've had time to literally interview hundreds of police officers, Maybe it's time that you literally get a job and do something useful with your time for a change.
I'm going to respect this gentleman, and because he served this country. You guys should at least know the Constitution that you're defacing. You guys are proud of taking people's guns away. Proud. You know, people died so we could have the right to have guns, and you're bragging that you're taking guns away. It's called free speech. It's called free speech. Freedom of speech. You took an oath of that too. Did you forget that too? Yeah, you did forget it. Baldy. Dumbass Providence cops. Cops, that's the councilman right there. He doesn't know how to read. These cops don't know how to read. They're idiots. So, getting kicked out of a public meeting.
And that's how the video ended. Well, another frauditing video bites the dust. We apologize for it being so short, but we had to edit most of it out because it was just the usual frauditor crap of walking around and mumbling to himself about nothing of importance for most of the video. We guess frauditors do that to lengthen their video and make it seem enticing to their viewers. Anyway, after editing the useless crap out, we are left with a tiny sliver of a video to show you. Showing all that useless crap is just the theft of your time, so you're welcome. Anyway, we hope you enjoyed the video exposing another useless frauditor attempt at not having to get a real job. If the frauditors would take all the energy they spend on walking around and harassing, they could probably earn a decent wage somewhere. But I guess that wouldn't be as lucrative as frauditing, and they wouldn't get idolized by subscribers. So, never mind. I don't know what we were thinking. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and stay tuned for another riveting episode of Audit the Fraudit. Good night.